My uncle made a betting pool on who'd be broke by 40. My name had $500 on it. I screenshot it and left. 3 years later, he called begging for help. I sent the screenshot back with 2 words, bad bet. My Uncle Ray has been the self-appointed king of our family since before I was born. He owns a mid-sized plumbing supply company, drives a new truck every 2 years, and never lets anyone forget it. Every holiday, every cookout, every funeral, Ray finds a way to remind people he's the one who made it. I was always his favorite target. I dropped out of college at 20 to start a landscaping business. It was small, just me and a used mower for the first year. Ray never missed a chance to bring it up. You cut grass for a living, he'd say at Thanksgiving while everyone laughed. That's not a business. That's a chore. My dad would sit there and say nothing. My mom would change the subject. My cousins would smirk. I kept my head down and kept working. By 25, I had 3 crews, 2 trucks, and commercial contracts with apartment complexes all over the county. Ray still called it a hobby. Everything changed at my aunt's 60th birthday party 2 summers ago. I showed up late because I was finishing a job. Ray was holding court at the big table, beer in hand, telling stories. I sat down next to my cousin Dylan, who was acting weird, quiet, not looking at me. "What's wrong with you?" I asked. He didn't answer. He just slid his phone under the table and tilted the screen toward me. It was a group chat. The name at the top was Family Fun Pics. I scrolled up and my chest went tight. It was a betting pool. Ray had started it 3 years earlier. The question was simple. Which of the younger generation would be broke by 40? There were names listed with dollar amounts next to them. My cousin Amber had $200 on her. Dylan had $100. My name was at the top, $500. Ray had put $500 on me personally. And it wasn't just him. My aunt put in $50. My other uncle kicked in $75. My own father had put in $25. $25 that his son would fail. The comments were worse. Ray had written, "Easiest money I'll ever make. Kid thinks pushing a mower is a career." My aunt replied with 3 laughing emojis. My dad wrote, "Don't tell him. He'll get upset over nothing." Over nothing. I read that line 4 times. I didn't say a word. I took a screenshot of the entire thread, put my phone in my pocket, stood up from the table, and walked out. My mom followed me to the driveway. "Where are you going? We haven't even had cake." "I'm leaving." "Why? What happened?" "Ask Dad." I drove home and sat in my truck for a long time. I wasn't sad. I was done. That screenshot sat in my phone like a grenade I never needed to throw. I just let it sit there. I stopped going to family events. Didn't explain. Didn't argue. When they called, I kept it short. Busy with work. That was it. My mom tried harder than anyone. "You're pulling away from the family and it's breaking my heart." I told her I was fine. I just had nothing to say to people who placed bets on me failing. She went quiet after that and never brought it up again. Over the next 3 years, I grew the business. I picked up contracts with the city, hired a full-time office manager, bought my own equipment outright instead of leasing. I wasn't rich, but I was solid and I was steady. Every month was better than the last. Ray, on the other hand, started slipping. A big supplier dropped him after a dispute. A competitor opened 2 miles from his warehouse and undercut him on every bid. He lost 3 major accounts in 6 months. Then his foreman quit and took half the crew with him. I heard all of this through Dylan, who was the only person I still talked to regularly. "Ray's in bad shape," he told me one night over the phone. "Like real bad. He's behind on payroll and the bank won't extend his line anymore." I said nothing. 2 weeks later, Ray called me. First time in 3 years. His voice was different. No jokes, no swagger, just tired. "Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I'm in a rough spot. I need a short-term loan to cover some overhead. Just enough to get through the quarter. I'll pay it back." I let the silence hang for about 10 seconds. "How much?" "40,000. I almost laughed. "That's a lot of money, Ray." "I know, but you're doing good now. Everyone says so. Family talks. I just need a bridge to get through this rough patch. Let me think about it," I said. "I'll get back to you." I hung up. Then I opened my photos, found that screenshot from the birthday party, and sent it to him in a text. No message at first, just the image, the group chat, the bets, the $500 next to my name, his comment about the mower, my dad's line about not telling me. Then I typed 2 words underneath, "bad bet." He read it. I know because Dylan told me Ray called him that night asking if I'd sent it to anyone else. I hadn't. I didn't need to. Some bets just collect themselves.